G'day people and welcome to part 37. Yeah, we're still alive. We're out here in the middle of New South Wales on the Narcarbo station. We've been here coming up to a week now. And by Christ, it's yeah, it's quite, you got to adapt a lot. Kevin and his family and his mum Anne Marie don't do things how I do them. I've got to fall into line with their ways, but that's fine. It's you know, it's all in good fun and it's great. They just do things differently. But that's fine. I'll work my way around all that. Yeah, we've been doing a fair bit of farm stuff, and that's what these videos are going to be about. But I'm going to open with a little story. One of the first jobs Kevin got me to do was find a little memory stick that belonged to his mother that had some very personal photo, or not personal, but just photos she wanted. And it fell behind the dash of one of their cars. So when I got here, Kevin had already started, but he doesn't get a lot of time to work on this stuff. So I've had to basically tear the dash out of this Nissan Patrol. I found the little memory stick, the little SD card, and I said to Kevin, we're going to have some fun with this. So, yeah, fortunately Anne Marie can take a bit of a joke, as can I. So it's all in good fun though. So that sort of explains the first little bit of video coming up here, people. But yeah, enjoy. Tubers, this is the Patrol that Kevin's mum Anne Marie dropped her SD card down behind the dash. So we've had to pull the whole dash. So that's what this little upcoming bit of video is about. The next one. This is one of Kevin's sheds. All sorts of stuff, as you can see. Bits and pieces here and there, you know. But he's got pretty much everything in here. Couple of projects there on the go. But yeah, this is the one we're working on at the moment. Little Zuki over there. Little beauty. We did some work on that and fixed him all up. But yeah, it gives you an idea of what I've been doing for the past couple of days. Just fixing up the little things that, you know, Kevin hasn't time to do. And of course a bit of sweeping up as well. Red dust, it gets into everything. Woman, how's me washing going?
Would you like some dinner tonight?
Never mind my dinner, how's my washing going? Have you got it started yet?
If you don't like
In the fire? Well, in that case I might just hang on to that.
Oh, that was good.
I might just hang on to that. There you go, dear. I told you I'd bring you luck, didn't I?
Thank you
There you go.
very much.
And now, look, give it a good wipe.
Yeah,
See, it's a bit grotty before you put it in the your camera.
Well, it's only got it. Oh, well.
See, I told you I'm not the bastard that everyone thinks I am.
Thank you very much.
That's quite all right. Here's one, guys. Can you spot the critter here? He's a little bit hard to see. I'll zoom in. But yeah, there's a goanna right there. Have a look at that. Well, tubers, I've just been out to check the end of a poly pipeline to make sure it's not blocked up at the dam, because Kevin's just about to start the pump and he's God knows how far away kilometres, so I've come out here on my own. So so far so good. But it's all good because there's two-way radio right through the whole area, so anyone can get in touch with you. And I've got two-way in or UHF in Little Zooks. So yeah, I'm getting a little taste of farming life, people. But I mean, look around you, it's dry as a bone, you know. But that's, I guess, what it is, isn't it? That's Australia for you. Tubers, thinking back to the last video, and we mentioned the caves and Aboriginal paintings. Well, here they are from a distance. You can sort of, you can see there's a main one right there. Yeah, it would have been a good bit of shelter in that for them. But yeah, beautiful sort of little hill, or, you know, rocky hills there. It's great. And some nice old bloody ghost gums or whatever they are. Guys, this is the mustering paddock tank. And just up here with Kevin, we're just filling up a couple of his tanks just for the domestic water around the house, not the drinking water, just the other stuff, the garden taps, so on and so on and so on. But the ducks are loving it, and what a place for a swim on a hot day. Have a look at that, beautiful. So yeah guys, we'll fill up these tanks and take that back and fill up the main tank back at the house, and fill up the fire truck as well. Well guys, here we are back in the fire truck, the old Isuzu here, bloody beauty, with our fresh load of water, and heading back to the house. And yeah, Jess saying wherever you go, she's real nice at driving. It's incredible. This is all the one property, and it's just for kilometre after kilometre, it's all the same place. It's just that big. It's incredible. Tubers, here's the church that Kevin's old man built. Yeah, not too bad. Hold quite a few parishioners, as it were. Yeah.
Movies. McGregor, hello.
Am I a cineast?
A cineast. It never sounded like something you'd aspire to, really.
Not
does
appealing.
It? A cineast.
No.
It's
Cinephile?
Get out of the way, you great pillock!
Does it?
Both of them sound like you should be arrested.
Well, I think some of the filmmakers should be arrested for the things that we have to go and see now.
Oh.
Nothing too desperate.
So critic, I don't mind. What about film buff? Does buff always feel a bit sort of like, yeah?
Film buff's okay, I suppose, yeah.
Tubers, one thing I'm learning very quickly up here in the desert is this red sand. It is that fine, and it gets into absolutely everything. It's like talc powder. This little Suzuki, the wipers didn't work. All the spindles and all that for the arms are all seized up with this junk. I'm doing another little repair on the little tailgate that, as you can see, the door latch was all jammed up with bloody sand and all of that. So everything gets sand in it, whether it's open or closed. There's not a damn thing you can do about it, and it stuffs everything. So it's keeping me busy. Tubers, amongst all the other hardships around here, they've also got this stuff which is introduced. It's known as Bathurst, like Bathurst the race, Bathurst burr. Now fortunately it hasn't spread too far, but Kevin seems to think it might be the ducks, because this area ponds up a bit, and they may transport it. So we've been filling that trailer up with the stuff, and just digging that up. So unfortunately it comes up really easy, but what a bugger of a stuff. The cattle can't eat it, and yeah, just another bloody native weed making things hard out here. Tubers, around here on a Sunday, it's a day off, so it's my chance to do a bit of stuff that I wanted to have a go at. So we sighted in the 223. Pretty happy with that, coming in a nice little group at 100 metres, as you'll see. Apologies for the wind noise, just not much I can do about it with a mobile phone. We've spoken about that before. And then we cruised up to what they call the wool shed, and that's obviously where the shearers used to work and live. So it's their cabins and that sort of thing, cookhouse, that sort of thing. No, haven't been used for a long time by the looks of it, but I'm sure it's quite a historic place. But yeah, there's lots of little places sort of, around here on the station where bits and pieces you can see have gone on in the past, and it's all quite historic. So yeah, let's go and have a look. But yeah, apologies for the wind noise. Guys, how good is this? This is one of the advantages to living in a place like Nicarbo. This is Kev's shooting bench, set up for left or right hand people, of course. And if you get behind here and then you look down, I don't know if you can make that thing out, that's 25 metres, and right down there, I'll zoom in what I can, that sort of stand is a 100 metre mark. So it's been great. I've set up my 223, and yeah, we're bringing her in on the dot at 100 metres. I'm going to go down and show you now, and yeah, it's good to finally get that rifle sorted out and sighted in, and yeah, having a bit of fun with it too. She's got a bit of go in it. It's a bit of fun, but here's the 25 metre mark. So coming up, and yeah, it took me a couple of shots, but we're finally getting the groups in the guts. And then if we go down to the 100 metre thing, target, I've got to tell you, it's about 40 today. So only a half-wit walks around in this sun. But anyway, if the cap fits, wear it, or if the shoe fits, wear it, I think they say. But yeah, coming up to 100 metres. And I'm pretty happy. We sort of, you know, took a couple of shots to get it right, but on the third and fourth shot, I was bringing her home on the little orange dot. So quite happy about that. And there's a tin can I set up as well, just to drop it through shots, a few shots through. I think the heat's getting to me. There we go. There's our grouping at 100 metres. Hope you can see that all right. And there's our can. So yeah, we dropped a few shots in. That's you zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, see if that focuses any better. Yeah, I'm dropping in at 100 metres. I'm pretty happy with that. To give you an indication, that water tank that you're looking at, the seat's right next to it. So there's about 100 metres. Guys, this is the wool shed. Obviously where they used to do the shearing, I suppose. I think Kevin said they had plenty of sheep, and down there, while it's as dry as a bone, it looks like there might have been a bit of a lake or a dam. You can make it's quite a clear area behind there, and these were, looks like obviously the shearers' quarters, and you know, the kitchen, so on, toilet, so on and so on. But I wouldn't have a clue when the last time was that these were used. It was probably, you know, some time ago. One of the sheds, here we are. It looks like, yeah, pool table, bit of a fireplace. This was probably where, you know, where they relaxed at night, did that sort of thing, I'd imagine. Don't know where the balls are. It could be around here somewhere. But yeah, nice fireplace and that. And yeah, it would have been good to relax in. And this would appear to be a shearer's room. Couple of beds, a little bit of basic furniture. Not much else. No aircon or anything like that. I'll tell you what, it would have been a sweat box in the summer. And probably pretty fresh in the winter too. So yeah, I think I'll leave the shearing to the shearers, I think. Little stationary engine there, tube is an old one. It looks like it's running a bit of a generator. Must ask Kevin if he's interested in selling it. This would appear to be the kitchen and dining room, guys. Bit of a fridge there, and kitchen. Bit of a sink and that sort of thing. Beautiful old stove, look at that. Yeah, beautiful old stove. What appears to be, it's a bit dark, I'm sorry guys. What appears to be the pantry. And, oh, the back door, there we go. Yeah, a couple of fridges. I bet you they've seen a couple of beers or two in their day. And food cabinet of some sort. Yeah, there you go. Another bit of a kitchen area, that sort of thing, bit of a stove, sink, fireplace. A little bit smelly, it looks like it hasn't been opened for a while. Guys, here it is, your true blue Aussie shearing shed. Looks like a bit of a wool press down there. Hopefully these stairs will take my weight. Yeah, it looks like some sort of a wool press. Little Honda motor on it, probably wasn't used that long ago. and evidently some scales. That looks like a real old wool press, I imagine. I don't know enough about it. I'm no shearer, as you guys know. Maybe a sorting table, I don't know. That's where they'd put all the sheep in. Looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. Having said that, there was a Honda motor over there, but anyway. Yeah, good on you. Well, guys, here's the 8-stand shearing area. Shaft drive equipment, obviously. Comes along to that shaft, well, that there, and then that in turn turns that and spins up the bloody shears for the guys. I don't know how all this works. I better not muck about with it. Kevin might go crook at me. No, it doesn't look like it's been used for a few years, but yeah, so when times were good, there was probably 8 fellas in here shearing their little hearts out. I don't know what sort of money they got per sheep. Must have been worth their while. And when they finished them, I think they used to push them into these bloody little areas, I don't know, whatever you call them, and then they would get counted. And then, yeah, and that's how they'd work out what the shearers got paid, I suppose. I've got a mate in Balan in Victoria who used to be a shearer. He told me he was always the gun shearer. He reckoned he used to ring the shed every time. JB, if you're listening, you know who you are, buddy. The ringer, eh? Yeah, there we go. This should be at home for you, mate. Diesel lister out here to power all the stuff. Generator as well, so, you know, they've got the 240 volt as well. Up there, you see, that's where the drive belt would have come down. It would have come off the motor up to the shaft there, and then that powered everything. This looks like an angle grinder, a bench grinder, but I'm tipping that's an abrasive wheel, and I'm tipping that's where they used to sharpen the clippers. You know, they probably had someone who was pretty clued up about that sort of thing, and or maybe the shearers did it themselves. I don't quite know. Little old water pump over there. As I say, I wonder if Kev's interested in selling it. I must ask him. I don't know if this place will ever be operational again, but a couple of those little motors make a good little working display. But yeah, so that looks like the machine side of it anyway. Here's an interesting piece of equipment. I've been told that it's actually a containment cage, and what would happen is that if one of the shearers broke the union rules, they'd lock him up in that for a time, and you know, the shop steward would lock him up in there, and he'd miss a shift, so he didn't make any money. So yeah, incredible. Yeah, hard times, eh? What about that? Just a bit of aerial stuff there, guys. Gives you an idea of the size of the place. The horizons are basically the borders and further on. But you know, the heartbreaking thing about this place is this red dust. And coming up in this next little bit of video, It's 40 degrees, the wind's blowing, and this doesn't really show it, but it's just thick with dust. And it's the same wherever you go, and it gets into everything, and it must be damn hard day after day living in this. I tell you, it can't be easy. Well, tubers, coming up to about 2 weeks on the station now. Mainly been doing mechanical work. That's why you sort of probably haven't seen a lot of wildlife and that sort of stuff. And well, you've seen a bit of the bush and that, but I've mainly been doing mechanical work. So, getting a few of Kev's cars and trucks back on the road for him, going again, and that sort of thing. So, yeah, and it's actually been good. I've got me keeping me hand in as a mechanic. I've had to use my diagnostic abilities and all that sort of thing, so it's been good. It's yeah, but having said that, yeah, and as I mentioned a bit earlier, it's damn hard for these people. You can see the red dust, and it's just through everything. There's not much feed for the cattle. Kevin's got a load of free feed coming next week. I think he said I'll give him a hand with that. But yeah, there's not much for them to eat, and there's a little bit of water there in selected areas, but this place is just screaming for a drop of rain. It's, as you would have seen on the news, it's all gone to the coast in New South Wales, and nothing in here. It's as dry as it looks. It really is. And I don't know how these people have done it for a few years now. It's been in drought, and it's just Kevin and his mother, and that's on 140,000 acres. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. I think they're glad to get any help they can get, as are a lot of the other farmers in this area. Well, around the whole drought area. I won't just say this area, but yeah, it can't be easy. It's there's hardly any stock here. A few wild goats and that. So it's just damn hard for a city boy. It's taken me a while to soak it all in and just learn it all, because it's nothing like what I've experienced. But having said that, we are having a great time. I'm learning heaps, and yeah. Anyway, so that's about part 37, guys. Thank you to my subscribers and viewers and whoever the hell else. And we shall see you coming up shortly in part 38. Thank you, guys, and see you later.